Today we're going to talk about personal development tips for entrepreneurs, from starting your own business to getting over your fear of public speaking. Been there. Biggest thing I can tell you is success for entrepreneurs starts with the right mindset. Challenges are opportunities, failures are learning experiences, resilience and adaptability is key. You got to really focus on having a growth mindset, continuing learning and development, and just set aside your fear of setbacks and failures. Now, that's a lot in the first 40 seconds of me speaking, and it's probably the hardest things to really put together in a package. There's always uncertainty in everything you're going to be doing, but you can do things that's going to help set you up for success, like strategic planning and goal setting. That is a huge one when it comes to just setting realistic goals. You'll see a lot of content that I put out on setting measurable and realistic goals to help you stay on track, and your goals act as kind of those ditch lines that help you get down the road. Break down the vision of your business into actionable steps. Working on 3 things at a time instead of 103 is trying to find those goals each day that help move you closer to that larger goal of where you're trying to get. Is breaking them down into small, attainable pieces and creating a clear path to where you're trying to go. Strategic planning really helps you when you sit down and just look at your overall picture of what you did this year. And if you're just getting started, strategic planning makes it even easier, because each quarter, as we're moving to 2024, if you're not working on strategic planning, connect with me. Each quarter, we take that massive year-long goal of what we're trying to reach. I want to do $1 million in revenue. I want to do 6 figures. Whatever you're looking at, I like to hire 10 new team members. Whatever you're trying to reach in a grand scheme, I want to serve 100 new customers. Strategic planning helps you take that and break it down into measurable goals, and you work on little pieces of this each quarter to help reach where you're trying to go. Second thing is building a strong network. Networking is crucial. You're going to hear it said tons throughout any kind of personal development, leadership development, just in business in general. Your network is your net worth. Seeking out mentors, relevant groups, engaging in communities that offer support and advice, and even potential business opportunities with you. Networking just helps you stay in tune with the latest industry practices of whatever industry you're looking into. I was a franchise owner, still am a franchise owner, and we have a huge network of other gym owners that are in the trenches, running their business, and we learn from each other. Another thing, as I always say, is don't suffer in silence. If you ask for help from the right people, you're going to get it. That's why I'm here shooting this video for you. Is one of my passions is helping people grow and develop personally, leadership, and then ultimately helping their teams, if they have a team, come together and row together toward those common goals that we just spoke about. Time management and productivity. One of the biggest things that you're going to struggle with is just managing your time, prioritizing tasks, avoiding procrastination, learning how to delegate. A lot of entrepreneurs are aspiring entrepreneurs, they're doers, and they struggle with handing off tasks to others that are bogging them down, and they're not focusing on the task that they need to do to help move themselves or their business forward, because they're stuck doing a task that should be delegated to an employee or what have you. Or maybe it's time to hire that first employee. There's all sorts of things you can do just to become aware of where you spend your time. And I work a lot with this with just dads, and helping dads figure out that balance. And typically you're going to find there's no balance. One of the things I preach is just being where you are. When you're with the kids, be with the kids. When you're with the wife, be with the wife. When you're with the wife and kids, be with the wife and kids. Be dad. But when you're at work, be work. And try to keep that distance, but block off time. I follow a lot of my mentors' advice. We schedule date nights. We plan our calendar out, so we build in time. So when I'm busy or the wife's busy, we have non-negotiable times that's built into our schedule to help us in our relationship, and then build in our family time as well. A lot of our family time comes from just being present in our kids' athletics, and I enjoy making sure that I'm in those stands cheering for my kids. One of the things that personal development and entrepreneurs, as you progress, is just fear of speaking in front of others. Easy as it is for me to sit down and shoot this video for you, is public speaking is I always butcher my words. My English sometimes runs together, and quite frankly, when you listen to yourself, sometimes you're like, I'm like, I don't necessarily know that I like the voice, but you have to get by that, and because your voice is unique to you, and like it or not, someone you're going to influence, and you're going to help someone that needs to hear your message. So the first thing I did was a long time ago. I did all sorts of just learning how to be an instructor and talking in front of people, and a lot of material I was trying to learn, I learned how to teach it. And if you can teach it, it helps you accelerate your learning tenfold, because you're having to learn the materials and all those things. I went to Toastmasters. Toastmasters is really good at just helping you work on your presence and work through your filler words, as they call them, ahs and ums, and helping you craft a message that when you speak, that it's going to be a well-crafted message, and you're going to come across as professional if that's what you're looking for, what have you. But it helps you because you're speaking in front of other people, and they're going to critique you at the end of your speech, and they're going to say, hey, you did this really well, and it's timed, so they give you a lot of time, so you tailor your speech during those times, and then it helps you as you speak is effective pauses and just getting comfortable in front of a room full of people. And sometimes the room's not full. We did a lot of work on Zoom during 2020, which really took away from that on-stage presence that a lot of folks were looking for. Comedy clubs, open mic nights at comedy clubs is just another great place. If that's more of your thing, it's just an opportunity to go in and just get used to being on stage in another safe environment. Open mic nights a lot of times is test material night. So they're not looking for perfection, just the ability. It helps you go up, get on stage in front of strangers, and just talk. And you can be as funny or not funny, tell a funny story, whatever you'd like to do. But open mic nights at comedy clubs are another place that you can find. And then just other places that you can put your message out in front of church groups or other groups, whatever groups that meet your core values and the message that you're trying to get out in front of people. Always consider starting with smaller groups, focus on the message versus yourself, and then just enjoying the learning experience of becoming a better public speaker. So there you have it, folks. That is some key parts of personal development for aspiring entrepreneurs or existing entrepreneurs. If you are struggling, something I can help you with, make sure you send me a direct message. I work inside of this space all the time, and I'm excited to help each one of you grow. Y'all have a good one. Can't wait to see you soon.